Ready to go, high abs greased, prop shafts greased, springs are greased, spare wheels on in case we need it, straps are on. Probably got about 4 hours to get there, and I also took this guard out of here so now I can operate these without having to, so it doesn't matter if I'm on that side or this side, I can sort of operate them without having to change that. So now I just got to go and grab some a couple of adjustables and my impact driver for when we put the rover on. But the rover has been swapped for a DR125, which doesn't actually look in too bad a condition, in all fairness. Or I don't think so anyway. But the engine doesn't turn over, so she's sea solid. So we're going to have to strip it, clean it, and work some magic on it. The same as all the brake things. Back axle, no, probably need to do all that as well, so it's in a bit of a mess. This is meant to be on there, but hey ho. Cable tie that up out the way. But yeah, a little project just for my boy and I, really. Just to sort of get plodding along with, really. But I need front wheel bearings. Front brake's a bit stiff, that needs looking into. Throttle mechanism's been pulled apart. It hasn't done much, so be interesting. I think we can get it sorted. But we also got, that's just one of the bikes. We still got another one yet. We got another one we did. Broken straps. Always keep them, you never know. Might come in handy for something. There's a couple good ones in there, but these cheap nasty ones, no point getting these ones. They're just not worth it. So yeah, sort that out. So we got another trailer as well that I unloaded today. Went and picked that one, I went and got fuel. But and we got a, I don't know if you can tell me anything about them, go for it. But it's a Jalen 125. Jalen, I don't know. But anyway, she runs. Not too bad. She could do with a nut up on there. Sort of tighten that all back down and in. But yeah, other than that, she's a functional bike. Needs 2 new rear shockers and the piece that goes between the carb, and maybe a decent chain, or a well oiled chain. But other than that, it's right. She doesn't have back brakes, so I'm gonna get the whole back brake assembly. So I need to get the piece that goes on the back there, piece that goes into the shaft there. Yeah, it's something for a little boy and I to get along. So yeah, so first thing in the morning we're leaving to head to the ferry. Then we'll go on from the ferry on to the Port Howard, load up from Port Howard, which will be about 20 minutes, hopefully 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then straight back to the ferry to basically come off and yeah, go for gold again. So could be fun. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna bring a rover back in. Might as well just hop in the back with us. So I want to take some kit with me. Jesus, it's better just to jump right in, isn't it, really? So I'm going to take my impact driver with me, because I don't think the rover's going to fit on the truck very good. And you're like, what are you going to do with an impact driver? It's going to fit, but it's going to be a tight fit. So I'm not going to be able to cross strap it like I would normally. So my plan is, if I can't cross strap it, I will I can hopefully get away with screwing some timbers down by the wheels to chop the wheels up. That's the plan anyway. Oh, this was not a good idea. You know, things you do, mate, things you do. Oh, I'll show you the piece that I took off it. I'm suffering with a real sore leg as well, which is not helping. So this is the piece I took off. So you'd have a piece in there and this would slide up and down and stop you operating your levers. So basically, to operate your levers, this would be up and then you'd operate your legs. Then you'd bring this down and then you could operate all your auxiliaries. But this jams with the dirt, so I done away with it basically. Long story short, really. Sometimes it's the simple things that makes the biggest difference. But we will I've never had a truck with central locking before, mind you. That's a new one to me. That's all in, ready to go. And then she locked. Well, why'd the light come on? I don't know. So I think that's us ready for the rest. So I'm going to go in, have a nice hot bath. My right leg has got shooting pain going down it. And put this battery on charge for us tomorrow. Oh, I was going to take some adjustables with me too. Forgot about that. I was going to take some with me because I tilt the blade, the dipper arm in to get it to go on the truck. So, and because we're not going to have it on a tractor, my plan is just to use a cargo strap, crack the hose, and be done with it, really. So that's now me done. These are things you do. I could really do with a proper holder for my phone. You know that, right? Mitsubishi L200 could be up for sale next week or so. But nice little project. Should be fun. I need to find something to put in that spark holder. Good job. We don't want water getting into that engine. So what we'll do is, we'll do what we're good at. We will, because they're always easy to get in. See, you'd have to love working with me, really, because like, 1 minute you're working on one thing, next minute you're on another. You just never know what you're doing. Then we'll take this out of here. I'm led to believe this has been wasn't even tight, so there you go. We'll take this out of here. Now, all most spark plugs are pretty standard. It's just the length and the depth. So as you can see, that is obviously not going to work in that engine. But it should, hopefully, thread it. It's not going to. Will I be? I was always told they're all standard. Well, that's not standard. Oh well, I need to find something to cover that up with then. Might as well put that back in as a brand new spark plug, but this engine's naffed. This lawnmower engine is anyway. It was found on the tip. Someone had dumped it and someone thought they could replace it or fix it. Didn't really think on how they were planning on doing it. Yeah, I might get a bin bag or something and stick around there. So, cover that up anyway, and then next time you'll see me on the ferry, hopefully. So, enjoy. Wife its way to work. Truck's warming up. My sister's stuff. We get no sister, because I have my sister coming for company. And get ready to go. Got my nice little fancy box from my straps this time. Dad found last night. Couple of batteries, the impact driver that's sitting down there, keys, snack. I'll set the impact driver, I think. Oh, actually, the impact driver will just hook on there like that. Look at that, very professional. Looking, sitting down like that. And we'll have to go. I really should set the clock in this. It'd be quite handy. Audio bay. That's our ferry. And then we've got the truck. We left at 8 and it is now 9:45. So we'll get on the 12-minute ferry. So we've got a little bit of time. And then on to the next part of the journey. Audio bay. That's our ferry. And then we've got the truck. We left at 8 and it is now 9:45. So we'll get on the 12-minute ferry. So we've got a little bit of time. And then on to the next part of the journey. Ferry. Now we just got to go into that little room there and wait until we get to the other side. So she's on the ferry, and I got a little fancy box for my straps. She's on the ferry, and I got a little fancy box for my straps. Give you as an idea, we come from Ha, which is Stanley. We went all the way along the road, all the way down there, all the way along there, all the way along there, all the way along there, right to here, right to New Haven. Then we're going across to Port Howard. Then we're loading up with the object, and then we're coming back along here. Then we go all the way back along here. All the way along here, then we're coming up this way, then we go all the way up around there, then we go up there, and then go along there, and then somewhere about there we should be about. So that's it. That's where we go. That's where we're heading. Today is Tuesday. We unloaded the rover that was on the back, which I'll put a picture right about here somewhere. I don't know, wherever that was. Right about there. There you go. And we've loaded the truck up again, ready for another run. Fueled her up. She gets a bit of shit landing up here, but sort of thinking about making some mud flaps that sort of hang off a battery tray going down and off this. If I can sort of make a bracket, stop the shit flying up so far. And we're good to go. So we've got the box on, tuck box, and we've got the generator on there that was in the backyard. We've got this on there, that on there, and that on there. So that's that ready. The surprise machine that I'm getting should be with me in a couple of weeks, hopefully, and we'll see how it goes. And we've also got a bit of space in the backyard, shockingly. So we've got this. So that's where the generator was, sort of clearing it up. That tin's going to get used to things, all the rubbish will go in the trailer. And then after Christmas we're bringing the digger in, and I'm going to clear all this out, dig this back lack right along here. So eventually you'll have to, and then clear all this away. And I'm hoping to dig out in there, and then build a garage in there at some stage. But I'd like to dig it out at least hardcore for now anyway. That'd be the sort of the plan anyway. Got to get rid of all this stuff. And JP3. And then that's got to get emptied out and turned into a deep freeze shed, sort of. But let's see if I can get you set up so we can start this quickly, eh? Yeah, why not? Where am I going to sit you? I'll see where I can sit you, and I'll go for it. We'll start the Jalen 125 up. Yeah, this bike. But it's Bod's job. It's got tape around the carburetor piece and whatnot. And the kicker, I don't know if you can see it on there, but it sort of comes out automatically. You just do that, and it comes out. But we'll see how it goes. So there you go. Like I said, I would like to know a little bit about it. So if you know anything about this bike, or where I can get parts from, it'd be awesome. Pretty cool. Shame we've only got one key for it. Just one key. So trying to pull the loose out because we need that for the tank. So that's your Jalen. So after having everything going and sorting out the Jalen, we've got all this yard cleared out. And now hopefully we're good. Got a bigger tarp on the JP3, and there'll be another lot that's about to go. So another run to the farm tomorrow. The road's getting quite slippery in places with the snow that we had. In fact, the clay clogs to your wheels and you don't really have much grip, and there's one hill where there's like a corner where it sort of goes around, so it becomes a bit of a pain in the ass, but we will get there, and we'll see how we get on tomorrow. So nice and dark, so we're cruising along the road. It is about 20 to 6, I think, something like that, 5:30, 20 to 6. So we're heading to the farm, but we're going south about way, because the road's quite slippery in one spot on the north about route, so we're going a different route. So we'll be heading past Mount Pleasant complex along the road and heading over Sussex Mountain Way. But other than that, we should be pretty good. It adds an extra half an hour to 45 minutes to our time. We'll go and drop the generator off and the wheels off, and then Uncle Mike's going to meet me at the farm, and then we'll head to Walker Creek, pick up the rotavator, and drop off the cab off the rover, and then head back to the farm, drop all that off, and then I might pick up a tractor wheel that I've got to take off a rim for someone and bring into town and do that maybe on Friday, because it turns out on tomorrow I may be putting a forklift back together for my boss that I work for. So all good fun. But at the moment we just get to cruise along asphalt for the next, I don't know, 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes to an hour, and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned. So cruising along still, just coming up Fitzroy Ridge, to call it. You should see a load of lights when we get to the top, and that would be the Mount Pleasant complex, which we'll be going past. Damn, a bit bouncy. There you go. Reach the top. And there's the lights in the distance. Mount Pleasant. So. Still dark, still cruising. Everything seems to be going quite smoothly, but this will be the end of the asphalt once we get down over here. So we'll have a little bit of gravel and a little bit more asphalt, and then it's gravel all the way for the next half an hour, and then it's nice clay. And then we've got Sussex Mountain to deal with. I don't know if I'll get a video clip of that, but we'll see how we get on. So we're at the turn off. Now we just got to check our load. My box is still on there, the straps. It's a bit frosty out this morning. Frost started coming in about half an hour ago, and so everything seems to be strapped down still pretty good. So we'll engage the four-wheel hubs because we have mountains over there. So to do that, because these are freewheeling hubs, not sure if you can see very good, so let's light on for the situation, and here we go. So you can see that there's lock and free. So all we got to do is just turn them around so they're on lock, and then that means we are good to go. So turn you on to lock, and if we need four-wheel drive, all we got to do is push a button and we got it. So, now on to the next run. I seems to be pretty good. So as you can see, I took this safety thing out of here, and it works really well like that. I quite like it. So one little thing I do like, I have to agree. I do need to sort something out for the lever in there, because after a while it vibrates itself and disconnects itself. But other than that, everything seems to be splendid. So let's go. Let's listen to the morning show and carry on cruising. Coming down Sussex Mountain. That down there is well known for being called Bomb Alley. So this is Blue Beach, in case anyone doesn't know. So you've got the wreck sort of on the left side, and then the Blue Beach settlement on the right side. So cruising down. Actually this road's not turned out to be too bad. It's all nice and frozen, so it's really good. I engaged four-wheel drive coming down here just so I got extra braking for the ice, but other than that we're doing good. Afterwards we've got to head over that mountain, and then another mountain, and then we're at the farm, and then we'll unload, and then we'll get going. So hopefully come back along here within, I don't know, an hour and a half, and we should be back coming along this road again. But I can't imagine it'll be nicely frozen then, so we'll see how we get on. You watched a video of me moving a 20-foot container with the Super 4, heading up a hill. This was the hill. We're heading to the top of that, up there. The road goes up and takes a turn, so Blue Beach is that way, so beautiful day, nice scenery, bit of overcast, but nothing too bad. In this case you don't know, there's a cattle grid. But turning out, seen a set of twins, the ewe, so lambs are starting to come out. Might be a tad early for some, but everyone for their own. Hoping mine won't start until about mid-September, if all goes well. Might have the odd early one, I think everyone does. So. But we'll go out mid-September and have a look and see what we got. So there's Sussex Mountain over there. Now we just got to head up this hill, doing about 15 mph, miles per hour. Load seems to be doing pretty good. Alright, on to the next part of the journey. Get to the farm and get unloaded. We've got another hill to climb after this. And then after this we're unloading, so I'll probably show you a bit of unloading if I get time. We're pushing for time sort of today, so I'm going to get back to town and get things sorted, ready to fix something. But we'll see how we get on, and then grab Uncle Mike and go from there. How much do you reckon it's worth? So, as you can see, the kitchen's nearly finished. It's all painted. Units have been sat in place and everything's now marked. We're just waiting for some sockets and some fittings. But I don't know if I've showed you any rhythm that I found. Now, as you can tell, it's not really in tune, but you don't have to worry about being in tune with the long week that we've had. Forklift's now fixed, so tomorrow hopefully pulling a tractor tyre apart. But so, it's not perfect by all means, but I have had a tinker with it, and it's got a bit of tuning to do, but I'll just give you a rough idea of what it sounds like. Anyways, so getting on to what we've been up to. So, as you can tell, we've went and got, sorry, things have fell out of my phone case, so I better put them back in place. So, we have managed to get the kitchen nicely sorted, as you can see. We've still got that side of the sitting room to do, but sadly wood prices have doubled in price, and it's going to have to wait until hopefully the new year when the prices drop, but hey ho. Anyway, so we have got the McConnell in from Port Howard. We left at 8 and got back at 8:30 that night. Brought a Rover in that I showed in the video of it having no cab, it heading away. The surprise is getting on its way. It will be here hopefully in the next couple of weeks. The 6610 will disappear when they drop that off. That's sitting outside my house. And hopefully all will go well. We've got a tractor tyre to take off tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to get a video of that or not. And this video may go up a tad early because I'm going to be a bit busy on this weekend. The canter seems to be going good. We may have another surprise for you, being that we are in the process of buying a new vehicle. The Mitsubishi L200 is up for sale, and we may have also a buyer for it. It is in immaculate condition. It's got 115,000 miles on the clock, and it's got a brand new set of tyres, frequently serviced, and is kept in really good condition. So, if all goes well, hopefully, if all goes well, we've already got a buyer into it, and it's actually the company that we're going to be buying the car, our new car from. They're thinking about buying it as a work vehicle, which seems a bit sad because it's in really good condition, but they like it because it's in good condition. So, that's one way of looking at it. So what else have we been up to? I picked up the rotavator. Sorry I didn't get much clips of the rotavator. It was a really long day. We were pushing for time. We were trying to beat the weather because it was meant to rain, and the road, even though it was frozen when we went out that morning, it started thawing out by dinner time, and it was a bit slippery coming in. But I got back in at about 6 o'clock that evening, so I left at 20 to 6, and I got in about 5:30, 6, so another 12-hour day. But I enjoyed it. It was good fun. I had time with Uncle Mike, and sort of spent a bit of time, so hopefully, if all goes well, we'll get that looked into. That has got a broken gear, but we also looked at the cedar that I put on a clip of, I think, and we should hear back in a couple of days about that. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will probably chuck the tractor tyre in next week's video, being that I don't know if I'm actually going to get it done tomorrow or not, because I've got a few other things to do. We're also getting the truck looked at on the back of getting a plate welded on there with some big eyelets, so when it's on the ferry it can be strapped on something a bit firmer than that bar that's put on there. So we're looking up at that, because there is a trip going back to the west to go and pick up another toy of mine. This one's an engine missing, mind you, but it's hopefully, if it all goes well, we'll get that one sorted, depending on how it works out. So, but that'll be a camping trip, and sadly when I do that I won't have any connection to the internet, so it'll be all recorded, and then I'll have to put it on afterwards when we get back, but you get the drift of it anyway. What else is happening? Other than that, not really much. We've got a load of other stuff to take out to the farm. We're heading out this weekend, hopefully to sort the four-wheelers out, so we'll get some videos of that. And we'll show you what the cesspit tank looks like, and probably fill in around that. Then we'll take the digger apart, track off the digger, and see if we can fix what's wrong with the actual, why the track keeps coming loose. It is a seal gone in the thing, but we need to find out why it keeps going. So we'll try and get a replacement seal if we can, and we'll also try and take a link out of the track, so we'll probably do some videos of how we're going to do that, hillbilly-rising it, but we'll see. So don't forget to stay tuned, and don't forget to hit that notification bell and the big thumbs up. Catch you in the next one.